And some breaking news out of the Grand Forks County Courthouse on this Friday afternoon. A jury has just found Nicholas Naverson guilty of murder, terrorizing, and reckless endangerment in the shooting death of James Jorgenson last July 4th at Sledster's Bar in downtown Grand Forks. That murder charge against Naverson was a Class AA murder charge that carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. He's scheduled to be sentenced on August 1st. For more background on all this, here's our original reporting from last July. Formal charges now filed against Nicholas John Naverson in the shooting death on July 4th of James Erwin Jorgenson at Sledster's Bar in downtown Grand Forks. According to the criminal complaint, Naverson has now been charged with murder, terrorizing, reckless endangerment, and criminal mischief. Reading from the affidavit of probable cause, this is what happened. On July 4th, Grand Forks police dispatched to Sledster's on South 4th Street in Grand Forks for a person who had been shot inside the bar. Officers arrived on scene and located an unresponsive male lying on the ground with gunshot wounds. The victim was pronounced dead on the scene. Witnesses observed the male suspect, Nicholas Naverson, withdrew a handgun and fired multiple rounds at the victim before fleeing the scene on foot. Numerous other patrons were present inside the bar at the time of the incident. The rounds fired by Naverson created a substantial risk of serious bodily injuries to the other bar patrons, which manifested extreme indifference to the value of human life. The rounds fired by Naverson placed the other bar patrons in fear for their safety and caused serious disruption and inconvenience. The rounds fired by Naverson caused damage to the interior of the business. Naverson was located in the 300 block of Demers Avenue. That's a Tea and Crepes restaurant cafe on Demers. Officers made contact with Naverson, who was in close proximity to a handgun, which was located on the floor of the business. He was taken into custody without incident. Again, now Nicholas Naverson, now formally charged with murder, a Class AA felony that carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. The man shot to death, James Erwin Jorgenson. Again, Naverson found guilty, sentencing on August 1st. He faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.